You're watching the ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday. Here at the Carrier Dome, Syracuse beats Tulane 52-17 with Brian Stan West Durham. An impressive win for the Orange, who go over the 50-point mark for the second week in a row.
Certainly. They came out, and their new quarterback, Terrel Hunt, was calm, cool, and collective, and he moved this football, and he orchestrated this offense near flawlessly in the first half.
Well, if you're Terrel Hunt making your first career start, what better support do you need than 5 touchdowns in your first 7 possessions?
Well, that first touchdown, he showed a very athletic play while he was getting tackled. Here, he shows his arm strength and reading the defense. He was making the right route progressions and his reads. He was getting the right play, and then he does it with his feet as well. This whole supporting cast was just on point and synchronized today. Well-coached football team, and they seem to be catching some momentum here.
Well, then special teams helped them as well.
Well, Tulane played atrocious on special teams. The block punt you saw, here's a fumbled kick on one he should have just gotten away from, and there was a second block punt and a blocked field goal. Tell me the last time you watched a college football game with 3 blocks in it. In the second half, Terrel Hunt picked up where he left off. He was accurate, he was poised in the pocket, and the guys around him were making plays. He makes his team better and more confident.
Interesting, because as you look at the stats, Syracuse gets over 400 yards of offense, but in the first half, 10 yards of difference, same number of plays, but the breakdowns in special teams enough to give the Orange the boost.
Yeah, Tulane made some mental errors on special teams that cost them tremendously. We know Curtis Johnson, their head coach, is going to be very disappointed. That's an area that Syracuse really focused on this week. Last week against Wagner, they didn't feel good about their special teams play. Today, they did a very nice job making plays on special teams.
Open date for the Orange before Clemson visits in 2 weeks here at the Carrier Dome in the Orange first ever Atlantic Coast Conference game. 52-17 the final. Syracuse now level par at 2-2. You're watching the ACC Digital Network, brought to you by Ruby Tuesday.